Okay, guys, I think we could start. Thanks for coming. Today is a big day for the MCP ecosystem. Finally, the V2 is out, and we'll have some words from Alex from the Agentic AI Foundation, our team who spent countless days and nights rebuilding MCPUs from scratch to support the V2. We are Manufact. We build MCP DevTools and infrastructure. And Manufact is the easiest way to deploy your MCP server and MCP app like you would do on Vercel to bring your MCP server on Cloud Connectors Marketplace and ChatGPT App Store.
Thanks. Thank you, Luigi. Thank you, everyone, for coming. So I don't know how many of you know this, but this is one of 7 release parties tonight. We have them in Amsterdam, in Seattle, in New York City, in London, in Austin, and there are 2 here. You're at the better one. I'm not supposed to say that. At least the food's very good. And had probably all told over 1,000 people showing up for these. We're also going to be running a bunch of events online too, education, and a lot of Agentic AI Foundation ambassadors are publishing really interesting content on what they're doing with migration diaries, how they're changing the way their MCP apps are running, all the things that are required with the new release. So we're really glad you're here. Sorry. I'm not going to talk about this much because you guys all know this already, and I'm going to let Manufact talk about this. There's a new release, lots of interesting changes, lots of interesting capabilities, and we're really excited about it. And if you look online today, on X or anywhere, you'll see massive amounts of coverage and chatter. Anthropic posting about it, lots of news outlets. You're here tonight to learn about it, but this is just the start. And we're going to be running an education campaign at the Agentic AI Foundation, which is part of the Linux Foundation, for the next 2 months, roughly. So keep your eyes out because there's going to be lots of things to learn. And this is the sales pitch part. So we also have an MCP certification for engineering teams that want to certify their people or have people that really they feel very comfortable have learned MCP. What's different about our certifications is that they're actually verified on the computers. You cannot take them with an AI. There's a camera on you. So it's kind of like at Princeton where they make you. Well, it's pretty good. You should try it. Anyway, so that's part of the sales pitch. We also have a bunch of events. So prices go up tomorrow on these. If you want to screenshot those, there are discount codes. We have AgentCon in San Jose, which is a really big conference. Should be like 2,000 or 3,000 people, maybe 4 or 5, we're hoping. A lot of great content. DSP will be talking there. Lots of other folks from the foundation, from leading companies, from Anthropic, Google, Shopify, many other places. Very smart talks. We also have some podcasts that we're starting to do, which are interesting. The most recent one was with Jeremiah from Fast MCP, who you probably know, who does really interesting things. We try to focus on long-form conversations about MCP and help people understand what's really happening behind the scenes rather than sort of quick tutorials. Check it out. And the last piece that I just wanted to put up here before we get on with the show is that this is why we think MCP is really, really important. What you see up there on the right, or sorry, left, which side? Right side of your screen. How many of you have heard of Marvel MCP? It's an MCP server set up by Texas Children's Hospital, which is part of Baylor University. It sits in front of a variety of very hard to query databases that hold critical information for doing testing and research on genetic diseases in children. And so because they put MCP in front of it, it allows researchers to query it in natural language. So anybody, whether they know SQL, whether they know any query languages, can ask questions, and questions that used to take hours to answer or used to require someone with really good tech knowledge, now anyone can answer it, and it's accelerating research. So when we say MCP equals AI for all, we believe that it will make the benefits of AI accessible to everybody, and that's why we think this release is important and what all of you are doing is so important. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to the Manufact guys. Thank you very much for having me. If you get a chance, check out our site, aif.io. Come to our conferences. We hope to see you there.
Great, thanks guys. I'm just Do you think it's working? Yeah. You think it's working? Okay. Okay, great. So I'll be very brief. Actually, Andrew, who is working with us, is going to show a live demo after. So I just want to give you maybe a brief introduction of our work and some of the cool things we have been working on. As Luigi was saying, so our maybe just like, does everyone know about MCP, right? I guess. Anyone does not? Okay, perfect. So it's gonna be easier to present these couple of slides. So our assumption is that, you know, before we had like dashboards and UIs that people were building to expose their product to other users, but the workflows of the future are gonna be within, let's say, one platform, right? Either ChatGPT, Cloud Cowork, or other clients that are gonna appear in the future. And the beauty of MCP is that you can just like build once and it's gonna run on all these platforms. And it's not us that are saying that, right? Like, so if you see the evolution and the growth of ChatGPT apps and Cloud connectors in the last few months has been exponential. So you will see now that a lot of apps, a lot of companies have their MCP server on the marketplaces, and they have the same effect basically that the iOS App Store or the Play Store are having on the apps, right? So really exponential growth. We see our customers having a lot of MCP calls coming from the stores directly. MCP, I mean, like you have three basically components, right? Like you have the server, the client, and the agent/host. We, in our open source framework, we have like basically the server, the client, and also an open source version of the agent, even though like recently for V2, we are really focusing on the server and the client. So we really are investing a lot in making the server and developing with MCPUs the best experience for humans and agents to develop MCP servers. And of course, MCP apps, right? Because in the official spec, MCP apps are an extension, right? So you would have to basically do a lot of the plumbing yourself to be able to integrate MCP apps in your MCP servers. MCPUs tries to build that natively within the framework, right? So you get like zero basically config support for MCP apps inside ChatGPT and Claude. These, I mean, like, I'm not gonna stay on these numbers, but just to say that MCP is growing a lot. The official SDKs have a lot of downloads, and we see also frameworks like ours that build on top of the official SDKs to make the experience better. For example, for views, are also getting a lot of traction. This I will skip. So for the open source, again, Luigi was asking about it before, but if you didn't do it, we really appreciate like a star on our repo. We put a lot of love and effort on the work we do for the community. So please go and start our repo. And just like this is just like to brag about the V2 of the SDK. We did a lot of work in trying to really optimize MCPUs V2 to be the best framework for building MCP server and MCP apps. As you can see, we have increased the throughput a lot, and now we are basically the first TypeScript SDK that has view support in terms of throughput, which is super important for now the new spec, which is stateless, right? So the idea is to be really, really faster. And the libraries that are faster are a Rust library. You know, it's difficult to compete. And of course, also the cold launch, right? Because if you are building for stateless MCP servers and you are running in Lambda or like Google function and so on, it's very important that the cold launch is minimal. And also, we did so much work in removing the mistakes we did in V1 to make V2 really like small and compact, so that basically it's very low overhead compared, you know, to just have the native SDK. But just like with a small delta, you get all that MCPUs offers on top, which is like the views, plumbing, the built-in inspector, the tunneling, everything that is needed to work with the MCP apps and views. Great. So I won't show any more slides. I just wanted to quickly show you how this would work. So if I go here. Okay, so we have like the beta version of our framework out. Again, should be really easy to get started. We try to make V2 super easy to use by agents. So you can just like give it as a prompt and then it's gonna do everything. It's gonna follow your specification, test it, deploying it. So everything it can be done just with the agent, or you can just do it with the old, let's say, start command. I just wanted to show, for example, how it could look like if you start from scratch. Okay, let me increase a bit maybe. So it's gonna ask you, the name. It's gonna give you some options for the templates. It's gonna install the skills for you, and it's gonna install the dependencies, right? So this is like the typical steps that you do. But the cool thing once you install the dependencies is that I can just run dev, and then it's gonna open for you in dev here. Wait, let me start here. Sorry, I have so many parts open. Okay. Here. Okay, it's gonna open for you the inspector, which is basically a debugging tool for you to play around with your app. So, for example, you can preview your MCP apps and views, exactly how they would look like in ChatGPT, and it's fully live reloading. So if you change anything or your agent change anything, you can preview all the changes live. You can debug how it would look like, for example, in dark mode with different things that ChatGPT might expose, like when testing within ChatGPT itself. Of course, like you can test it in a real chat, or you can also start the tunnel and basically connect the live localhost server directly to ChatGPT and test it in ChatGPT live. So you can make changes and see in ChatGPT how it would look like. I'm not gonna spend too much time on the inspector because Andrew is gonna demo it later. Yeah. So the mic. Actually, yeah, that was basically it. I just want to point out this blog article from Anthropic, from the MCP Context Protocol actually Foundation. It's very, very interesting. If you didn't read it, check it out. Says everything that was wrong about V1 or was not liked about V1 and how the team worked for V2. And we actually, work with the team and gave feedback as first users to the team. So really check it out. I think it's super, super interesting. And with that, I think, Andrew, if you're ready.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Give it up for Andy. Woo!
Do you want to click
I'll
Yeah.
click to you.
Cool. All right. What's up, guys? My name is Andrew Cotter. I'm a founding engineer here at Manufact, and I'm going to show you some cool demos that I worked on in preparation for this event. Cool. Sweet. Okay, cool. So today I'm going to show off 3 demos. I'm going to show off 2 really quick demos about MCP apps and what's new in the apps extension and how we can really level up our interactivity. And then I'm going to show off one other demo that I think this is going to be the future of work. And that demo was really cool. So, but first, let's get these ones out the way. So I've been looking for housing in San Francisco for a little bit, and it's been kind of hard. But I've been using like ChatGPT to come and help me figure it out. So I made this little like Zillow clone to try to show off the new MCP app feature. So if I can ask to show me homes in the Soma neighborhood. It's gonna load. Also, this is our new inspector, has a fully built-in chat. You can also log in with your manufactured account. We give you free credits, so you don't need to bring your API key anymore, which is pretty sick. But cool, yeah, so it showed me some houses. But these are all like a little too expensive for me, a little out of my price range, unfortunately. But I wanna go look for at another location, maybe, right? Maybe somewhere I can afford a little bit more. But I think it's kind of lame that I have to like drag the map or the mouse, right? Like we're in the age of AI. I should be able to just interact with this map through text or even like through my voice, right? So I'm just gonna ask it to maybe show me some more homes in the mission, right? So this is our full screen mode, and there's still a little chat, so you can still text it. All the clients support this as well. And as you can see, what happened there, right, is that after I sent the request, it automatically moved the map to the mission district, right? And I can't afford any of these either. But the point of this is that basically how it used to work, right, is that when you created an MCP app, you could only create a view, and that view could slightly interact with it, but you couldn't. If you were to ask your AI to modify the view in any way, that wouldn't be possible. So currently in ChatGPT, if I loaded up the Zillow app and asked it to do this, it would just render another view in the bottom. And I don't think that makes for a good agentic experience. So these new things are called view tools. They're available in our inspector. I think both ChatGPT and Claude are still working on support. It's still experimental, but we have support for it in our V2 if you decide to build with it. So that was this demo. I'm going to show off another demo that's a little more fun. How many of you guys have seen like the Excalidraw MCP app? No one? OK. 1, 2, cool. Couple. Sick. So that app's kind of sick. It lets your model draw with cool things, right? So I'm going to ask Claude Sonnet 4.6 to draw a cow for me. And this is a port of the original Excalidraw app from the original SDK to ours with a little bit of an enhancement. So it's drawing a cow. It's actually not bad. Most of the time it gives me like this weird alien looking thing with one eye. But that's pretty cool. Two. Yeah, what would you ask? It has 2 above ears. Yeah, maybe we should get rid of that. So let's ask it. Oh, you want to keep it? Okay, what should we add to the drawing?
Make it on a farm.
On a farm? Okay. Maybe just like add some grass, cause so I'm gonna add some grass, and I'm gonna put this in picture-in-picture mode. So this is like another display mode of MCP apps. We have the full screen, you have it inline, you also have it just like floating always on top in the chat, and I think it added it. It's just not. Let's see. Cool, it did add it. Awesome. But the cool part of it, right, is that I can here. Let me put in picture. Let me ask it to make a sun, so it shows up on top. But the cool part about this is that how the old app used to work is, again, if you asked it to edit it, it would just spawn another drawing, and it doesn't really flow super well because now you have just this long thread of a bunch of slightly smaller drawings. I added a view tool to this that allows it to just edit the same drawing over and over again, right? So yeah, so that's cool. That's the MCP app demos I want to show off. That's really all that's new right now about apps, but the spec is constantly evolving. If you want to contribute or whatever, there's a Discord and a GitHub. Yeah, so feel free to check that out. The community's pretty sick. So cool. All right. Now I'm going to show off the demo I really care about. So I've been working, so ever since the new ChatGPT voice mode came out, how many of you guys have tried the ChatGPT voice mode? Sick. Have you guys loved it? Or I don't know. OK, because I've been obsessed with it. And it makes me feel like Tony Stark most of the time when I'm talking to it. I feel like Jarvis. So I've been working on a little thing on the side called the Blossom Hill Social Club. And it's just this like event planning idea I have. But I was thinking that I have a team of these like non-technical people. And I don't really feel like building out a whole dashboard platform for them to just handle all of these events, right? They're already familiar with Slack. They're already familiar with Notion. I just need to build out the things that those don't really give, right? So maybe just like a registration system for, just handling like who's coming to the event, right? So I'm going to show off a little demo called Blossom Hill, and it's going to basically be me talking to ChatGPT, explaining how I plan an event with AI. And I'm not going to touch the keyboard at all. I'm just going to touch this little microphone thing here. So first, hey Codex, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How's your day going?
Okay, cool. Can you load up the Blossom Hill demo skill for me? Let's make it a little more deterministic.
On it. I'll load that up. I'm loading the Blossom Hill Cafe demo instructions now. All set?
Okay, cool. All set. So, hey Codex, I have a pop-up cafe event in about a month. Can you go ahead and pull up the event overview for me?
Sure, I'll pull that up.
And what this is going to
bringing
do...
up the Blossom Hill Cafe event overview now.
Cool. So this is an MCP app that I built.
Okay. The Blossom Hill Cafe overview is up August 26th, 6 to 9 p.m.
Sick.
at the Glass House in San Jose. Planned for about 150 guests.
That's a lot of people. But as you can see, right, I have a tool, MCP servers, connected to like a really small database that just contains everything that, I care about. So it gives me a quick little overview, and it gives me a little nice UI that I can just quickly scan as I'm talking to my agent, right? Kind of like a Jarvis hologram, right? I'm waiting for the holograms. Cool. Can you go ahead and get every registered attendee's allergies and compile a list of ingredients and send it over to Ryan? Ask him if the menu contains any of these ingredients, and if they do, we need to label it well on the menu.
Got it. I'll check that.
Cool. So now it's going to use Blossom to get all
I
the...
found Ryan's latest channel context, and I'm sending him the consolidated ingredient labeling question now.
I don't know why it sounds so dead. Can you sound a little more excited?
Yeah, I'll turn up the energy.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's a shared channel, so posting the attendee-derived allergy list there needs your okay.
I give you
Also,
permission.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Okay, great.
let's see if it...
Permission confirmed. I'm posting that request to Ryan in the Blossom Hill channel now.
Awesome. And while you're at it, can you go ahead and get all the t-shirts sizes and order all of them, and order extra 20 in every size?
Got it. I'll check that.
Can you also see if I have any recent Slack messages?
Checking that now. The shirt order is running with a 20 shirt buffer per size, and in the meantime,
I don't know why I
the
lit that up
latest
again.
Blossom Hill channel update was Jenny flagging that Julian Estrada is still on the wait list and asking if there's room to accept him.
Go ahead and pull up his registration information for me.
Okay, checking that now. I'm pulling up Julian Estrada's registration now. He's currently waitlisted.
Go ahead and accept him, and then report back to Jenny that he's in. And then report back on any messages if Ryan responded back in Slack yet.
Sure, I'll take care
Cool.
of that.
So what just happened, right? So basically, I'm also, my app controls
T-shirt
just like
order
the
is
waitlist of the
confirmed.
status, right? So
270 shirts for 150 guests plus the buffer.
awesome. Right, so I had someone who's on my team asking me, hey, can you accept this guy? Julian, he's my friend. I'm like, yeah, cool. I don't even
Julian
need,
is
I haven't touched the
confirmed,
keyboard yet.
and Jenny's been notified.
And
And
I'm-
Ryan says the planned drinks are
Hell yeah.
allergy safe, so no menu changes are needed.
Sick, right? So I know all the drinks are safe now. Jenny got her boyfriend in, and I'm still working. But let's see what's up with those t-shirt orders. Can you give me a report on the t-shirt orders?
Sure, I'll put that together.
Okay. But yeah, so the whole point of this is basically to show that how I'm chaining multiple MCP servers together, and I'm able to just do all my work by just talking to my agent through voice, through all these connectors. I don't need to use your platform anymore. I don't want to use your custom agent anymore. I want to be where I'm at with my custom setup, but I still want my agent to be able to talk to you, right?
The t-shirt expense report has been saved with the full order breakdown and totals.
Can you go ahead and put that report in our Notion and then update the team?
No problem. I'll handle that.
Sick. Cool. So it's going to do that. But yeah, so again, I use Slack, I use Notion, and I use
Done.
a
The
very
report is in
minimal custom
Notion,
app.
And the Blossom Hill team has been updated.
Awesome. Great job, Codex. Thank you for the demo. You can say hi to the crowd and then shut off.
Sure, I'll do that.
Sick. Just thinking a little bit. Awesome. Cool. I didn't say hi, but it's okay. Awesome. Cool. Yeah. So that's my demo. Yeah. Again, just build something your agents want, you know, because I think we all want it too, right? So thank you guys. That's it. Cool.
That was really cool.
Thank you.
So thank you guys for coming. Everything was built with MCPUs and deployed on Manufact. You can do this kind of experiences also by yourself. You can check it out at manufact.com and MCPUs SDK. Unfortunately, we got rate limited for the demo, the QR code that I shared with you, so it didn't work. But we have some t-shirts over there. We only have medium, unfortunately, so if you want to get your t-shirts, over there. And thank you guys for coming. I don't know if you have any demo with MCP that you want to show. Otherwise, I'll let you mingle and chat about MCP and grab some pizza, and thanks for coming.
Also, if you try out our beta or new V2, send post what you posted or post what you built in the Discord and like show me. I'm curious. Thank you.
Woo!